We like to think of the Overfield Tavern as Troy's original gathering place. It's really where the community first came together in 1808. Not only did it serve as a tavern, a place for the community to gather, but it was the first courthouse in Troy. Served in that capacity for 3 years, so it really was a central gathering place for Troy in the early days. The Overfield Tavern was built in 1808 by Benjamin and Margaret Overfield, and when they first built the cabin, there was nothing here. Troy did not exist. The back section of the building was actually built in 1815. We know that because we have dendrochronology, or tree ring dating, that was completed just this past year, and it gave us a date of 1808 for the tavern and a date of 1815 for the back cabin. A tavern, of course, is a bar, it's a restaurant, it's a place where you can spend the night. It's much more than that, though. It's a gathering place. We know that Mr. Overfield had elections here. The militia met here. There were public auctions, 4th of July celebrations. So basically, any time that the community needed to gather in one place, it happened at the Overfield Tavern. Benjamin Overfield died in 1831, and his widow, Rebecca, seems to have operated the tavern again for a couple of years. After that, after she moved away, it seems that the tavern resorted to a private residence, and it served as a private residence until 1848. During that time, the Overfield Tavern was subdivided into a multifamily dwelling, and it was largely forgotten by the community. Now, in 1948, the Hobart brothers were writing a book about the history of Troy, and during the course of their research, they realized that the Overfield Tavern may still be standing. One night, they stopped by the building, knocked on the door, nobody was home. So they took out an auger, out of the trunk of the car and drilled a hole through the siding to see if it was indeed a log structure. What they found was solid wood. So they removed the auger, moved over a foot, drilled a hole again solid wood. And so the story goes that they right away offered the owner of the building a large sum of money to purchase it, and as they say, the rest is history. And then in 1965, the Troy Historical Society was formed, and they started opening the front of the building as a museum on the weekends. So that's really how the Overfield Tavern kind of got started as a museum. In the early morning hours of December 7th, 2024, we received notification from our fire alarm that the alarms were going off and that the Overfield Tavern was ablaze. I was the first on the scene other than the firefighters, and it's something I will always remember, seeing Troy's oldest building in flames. And it was an intense fire, but amazingly, the log building survived. Those logs are tough, old growth lumber, and they largely survived the flames. And so we are very hopeful that we will be able to restore the tavern, and we're working on that process right now. So my ancestors are from Miami County. They arrived in the first decade of the 19th century, I think around 1806 or 1807. And my family has been part of Miami County for a very long time. So I'm actually related to Simon Kenton. You know the story of Simon Kenton. He lived in the Urbana area, and my ancestors were related to his brother Mark. In fact, I believe that probably my ancestors may have visited the Overfield Tavern, visited it for court, maybe had a drink there. And so I have a really deep love for this place. I've lived all over the US, but I came back home 8 years ago after being gone for 20 years and kind of fell into this position, and it really feels like this is where I'm supposed to be.